Hi everyone, welcome to US Immigration Hub channel. In today's video, we are going to talk about how to file Form I-485, which is application to register permanent residence or adjust status. If you are new to this channel, my name is Liman and I make videos for a family-based immigration to simplify the immigration process and give you a confidence to go through your immigration journey by yourself. First of all, I am not an immigration attorney. I'm here to help you based on the information you have from USCIS and also on the instruction that comes with the form. If you are new to this channel, please subscribe, share, hit notification bell, and give us a big like so YouTube can share the video with more people. So if you're ready, let's get started. So this is a new version of Form I-485. If you want to know the version or edition, go at the bottom of the page right here, page 1, you will see it. This is Form I-485 edition 10/24/2024. This is a brand new version and it's totally different than the older version. But you can still file the old version. According to USCIS, right here, I'm going to show it to you. They said right here, 10/24/2024, that's the version we are going to file the form. Starting February the 10th, 2025, they only accept this version. But until then, you can file the old versions, that which is 8/28/2024. I posted the video just a couple days ago, and it's still good until February the 10th, 2024. So after that, they will not accept the version 8/28/2024. So since a lot of people ask me to do the video for new version, so we are going to go ahead and do it today. So make sure you are filing the right version. This is the version they're accepting now. This version, that's 10/31/2027. So this part right here, do not touch it. It's for USCIS use only. The bottom part right here is for an attorney. Do not touch it. For us, we're gonna start where it says start here. Type or print in black ink. You can do both. You can print, you can type and print. When you print it, you can add anything with the black ink. Only black ink. A lot of people make a mistake, use blue or any other color. It must be a black ink. I know a lot of people, their application got registered because refused because they used rejected, I'm sorry, because they used the blue ink. So the first thing you need to do before we start filing this form right here, you need to check to get your A number from your I-797C. This is A number. Just type it right here, and then we are going to start filing this form. So note, all the applicants, if you do not complete, fill out this application or fail to submit required document listed in the instruction, USCIS may reject or deny your application. So if you need any additional information, you must add it at part 14, which is additional information. So to get this A number right here, I'm going to show it to you. If you have your I-797C, this is where you get your A number. This is for applicant, the person applying for this application. Let's start now part 1. Information about your person applying for lawful permanent resident. 1. Your current legal name. Do not provide a nickname. So family name, it's Baker. Given name is Fatima. Middle name is Inay. Other name used. Have you used since, other names you have used since birth. Provide all the other names you have ever used, including your family name at birth, other legal names, nicknames, aliases, and assumed names. So family name, it's Baker. Given name is Fatima, and middle name is Inay. So I use the first one, then the other one does not apply for me. So date of birth, I'm sure everybody knows their date of birth is January the 1st, 1990. Have you ever used any other date of birth? In my case, is no. If you click yes, you're gonna add them right here. So one thing I want to mention right here, because a lot of people have these mistakes. Not mistake. It's Adobe sometimes does not add your A number right here. If is that the case, you must add your A number by a black ink right here. Make sure all pages have A number. As I said, this is a brand new version. Sometimes it does not apply all the A numbers for all pages. So make sure you have all pages has a number at the top. So we start talking about part 1, information about you. Do you have an alien registration number, which is a number? Yes. If you answer yes, provide your a number. It's just for fake one, just put for learning purposes, just I put 111. I just showed a while ago. You can get it from right here. It's a number. Have you ever used or been assigned any other a number? In my case is no. If you answer yes, you're gonna add them right here. Gender is female. Place of birth is Kenefra. Country of birth is Morocco. Country of citizenship or nationality is Morocco. USCIS online account if you have any. If your receipt number start with IOE number, you will have USCIS online account. But in my case, a fiancé visa does not have a number. If one has assigned, you can find it you find it on a notice that USCIS might have sent you, so we don't have it. 10. Recent immigration history. If you last entered the United States using a passport or travel document, provide the following information. So passport or travel document, number used at last arrival. This is just a passport number. I'm going to show it to you. Just this is for learning purposes. I'm just doing this for basic people. They never filled the application before. If you see, this is a passport number right here. You copy it and paste it right here. Expiration date of this passport or travel document. Check your passport. You will see the expiration date. Expiration date right here. Just an example. You put your expiration date. Country that issued this passport or travel document, Morocco, just check your passport. Non-immigrant visa number used during most recent arrival, if any. Yeah, I'm going to show you this one right here. Check your passport. This is a visa number that recently used. So we go back right here and type it right here. Now, date non-immigrant visa was issued is 11/28/2024. You can check your issue date is right here. So most of this information you have in your passport. So place and date of last arrival into the United States. In my example is New York. State is New York. Date of last arrival is December the 1st, 2024. When I last arrived in the United States, I was inspected at the port of entry and admitted as, for example, exchange visitor, temporary worker, student. In my case, it's visa fiancé. You put the one that apply for you right here. So we are still talking about part 1, information about you. So if you were issued a Form I-94 arrival and departure record, provide the information from your most recent Form I-94 below. If you have one, just go get it. You will look like this. So you will need a record number. So you put it right here. First you need a family name, given name in I-94, then record number. I just showed it to you, and then expiration date. You will have expiration date as well. Admit until, that's expiration date, and then immigration status from I-94. For example, class of admission. It's you gotta get it from here. Class of admission. This is one example, just B1, just for learning purposes. It's just gonna be right here, key 1. So what was your last arrival the first time you were physically present in the United States? In my case, yes. What is your current immigration status if it has changed since your last arrival? So this one is going to be left blank because there is no change to my immigration status. So expiration date of current immigration status is gonna be from your passport history for is March 1st, 2025. Check your visa or your I-94. This example is 10 this expiration date. Admit until this date. Have you ever been issued an alien crewman visa? In my case, no. Did you last arrive in the United States to join a vessel as a seaman or a crewman, or while serving in any capacity abroad or vessel or aircraft? In my case, is no. Now we're gonna go to the addresses. Current U.S. physical address. Basically, it's gonna be a petition address. This is my spouse. It's Baker Fatima, 100 Robert Run, city or town, Indianapolis, Indiana 46254. Date you first resided at this address. That's the date I arrived to United States. Is this your current mailing address? Is yes. If you answer no, you must provide it right here. Also, people call it safe or alternate mailing address if applicable. So a lot of people, they don't want their card sent to this address right here. They send it to this address right here. But in my case, it's the same address. So we're gonna go straight to this question right here. Have you ever resided at your current address for at least 5 years? In my case, is no, because just my spouse arrived in the United States. She lived in Morocco before she moved to the United States. So prior addresses. So in care of name, it's Baker Fatima, 120 Hay Masira, Kinifra. This is a foreign address. So she lived here since birth to the date she moved to the United States. So most recent address outside the United States is the same as this one right here. So I'm not gonna do anything right here. They told you right here, provide your most recent physical address outside the United States where you lived for more than 1 year, if not already listed above. So it's already listed right here. So I'm not gonna add it right here. So we're gonna go to 19. Social Security card. Has the Social Security Admission SSA ever officially issued a Social Security card to you? In my case, is no. If you answer yes, provide your U.S. Social Security. In my case, is no. So, do you want SSA to issue your Social Security card? In my case, is yes. If you answer yes, you must give them a consent to consent for disclosure. Basically, consent for disclosure. I authorize disclosure of information from this application to SSA as required for the purpose of assigning me a SSN and issuing me a Social Security card. So it is good to have this checked. Now let's go to part 2, which is application type or filing category. This is very important. As I mentioned, this form is totally different than the old version. So first question, are you filing for adjustment of status with the Executive Office for Immigration Review while in removal, exclusion, recessions or deportation proceedings? In my case, is no. A receipt number of underlying petition, you can get it from your I-797C. That's the receipt number. You go ahead and type it right here. And priority date, if you have one, you can have a priority date as well right here. Is under received date. You can put a received date right here. That's a priority date. No, I'm sorry, notice date right here. That's a priority date. Or if you have a priority date, some of them have a priority date. You can add it right here. So I'm finding this form I-485 as applying based on the following category. You must select only one category. If you are filing as a derivative applicant, select the appropriate box based on the category under which the principal applicant is applying or has applied. See the form I-485 instruction for more information. Always open the instruction form. So family based, you have options right here. In my case, I'm going to go straight to my option. Is person admitted to United States as fiancé or child of fiancé of U.S. citizen, K1 and K2 non-immigrant. So now we're gonna go straight. We already select application type. So employment based. So it does not apply for us. Does not apply for us. Does not apply for us. So we're gonna go straight to 4. If you selected family-based, employment-based, social immigrant, or diversity visa immigrant category listed above, in item number 383G as the basis for your application adjustment of status. Are you applying for adjustment based on NA section? In my case, is no. Read it and see if they apply for you. Just I'm not gonna read your eligibility criteria right here. So I'm not gonna go through it. Just make sure if they apply for you or not. In my case, I said no. Are you at 21 years of age or older and applying for adjustment based on a classification as a child under the provisions of the Child Status Protection? In my case, is no. So now part 3, request for exemption for intending immigrants affidavit support under section 2013A of the INA. I am requesting an exemption from submitting affidavit support under section 2013A of the INA form I-64 or form I-64 easy because make sure this form is updated as well. They have a new version of these forms. So USCIS updated a lot of forms. Make sure you file the new version. So for me, none of these apply for me. I'm gonna go to answer selection 1F. None of these exemptions apply to me, and I am not requesting an exemption as I am required to submit an affidavit of support under section 2013A of the INA. So you're gonna select the one that apply for Ryan. In my case, that's the one that apply for me. None of these exemptions. Now let's go to part 4. Additional information about you. Have you ever applied for an immigrant visa to obtain permanent residence status at U.S. Embassy or U.S. Consulate abroad? In my case, is no. If you answer yes, you're gonna give the information right here. So we're gonna go straight to question 5. Have you previously applied for permanent residence while in the United States? In my case, is no. The answer is no. Have you ever held a lawful permanent resident status which was later resigned under the INA section 246? In my case, is no. Employment and educational history. They changed this section, so you gotta be careful right here. So provide all of your employment and educational history for the last 5 years as indicated in this section. Provide your current employment or school attendance first. Include periods of self-employment, unemployment, or retirement for each period of unemployment or retirement. List source of financial support. If you have additional employment or educational history, use the space provided, part 14, additional information. So I'm going to start by school. Name of the school is Moulay Ismail University. My occupation is student. The address is 300 Road Zitoun. Scanif is Meknas. Postal code in the country is from this to this date. It's a bachelor degree. She was doing a bachelor degree in science. So if unemployed or retired, source of financial support. This is very important. So here, parent and spouse, but I'm gonna check this. It's gonna be just a spouse. Now she is within the United States. She is only spouse because she's now working at this point. She's waiting for a green card. She's applying for a green card to get Social Security, so she can start working. So provide your most recent employer or school outside the United States if not already listed above. That's the one we listed above because she arrived in the United States. She is not employed and she is not in school yet. So we're gonna go part 5 is information about your parents. So we're gonna start by dad. His family name is Baker Ali. Middle name is in A. And parents' name at birth, if different, is the same. So I'm not going to add anything right. They see here if different. Date of birth is January the 1st, 1960. Country of birth is Morocco. Now let's go to mom is Smith. Family name. Given name is Hannah. Middle name is in A. This one does not apply. So I'm going to just date of birth is January the 1st, 1970. Country of birth is Morocco. Now let's go to part 6, information about your marital status, marital history. What is your current marital status? She's married now. If you are married, is your spouse a current member of the U.S. Armed Forces or U.S. Coast Guard? In my case is no. How many times have you been married? In my case is time is 1. Read this total question right here. They said, including your current marriage, marriages abroad, annual marriages, and marriages to the same person. 1. Information about your current marriages, including if you are legally separated. Current spouse legal name is going to be me, Mauser. Given name is Liman. Middle name is Inay. Current spouse A number. Make sure, a lot of people here, I'm a US citizen by choice, which is naturalization. I still have a number. A lot of people miss that one right here. I do have people, but just people, they do not watch my videos. But if you watch my videos, you will get everything right. So this is right here, current spouse A number. If you didn't born in the United States, you have A number. Let me show it to you. Get your naturalization certificate. This is your A number right here. A, that's your neighbor right here. So you go back over here, enter it right here, and the current spouse date of birth is January the 1st, 1980. Current spouse country of birth is Morocco. Current spouse current physical address is going to be the same as the address we provide just for the applicant. Is 100 Robert Run, city or town Indianapolis, state Indiana, zip code is 46254, and the country is USA. So part 6, we're still talking about the place of marriage to current spouse, city or town Indianapolis, Indiana. My spouse arrived in the United States, and we have to marry within 90 days. So if you do not marry within 90 days, you will lose your immigration status. So, and the country USA, date of marriage of current spouse is December the 5th, 2024. Is your current spouse applying with you? I'm not applying with her because I'm a US citizen by choice. So information about prior marriages, if any. So my spouse never married before, so she married only once to me. So we already provide the information. So this information about prior marriages will be left blank. So we go to part 7, information about your children, if you have any children. Indicate the total number of all living children anywhere in the world, including adult sons and daughters that you have. In my case, it's 0. So if you provide 0 right here, all this children section will be left blank. So we're going to go to part 8, which is biographic information. Ethnicity, it's not Hispanic or Latino. Race, it's considered white. North Africa considered white. Height and fit, it's 5'1". Weight is 160. Eye color is black, and hair color is black. So now we gonna talk about part 9, general eligibility and inadmissibility grounds. Choose the answer that you think is correct. Part 9. For part 9, if you answer yes to any question, or if you answer no but are unsure of your answer, provide an explanation of the events and circumstances in the space provided in part 14. In part 14, additional information. Have you ever been a member of, involved in, or any way associated with any organization, association, fund, foundation, party, club, society, or similar group in the United States or in any other location in the world? In my case is no. If you answer yes, you're gonna provide this name of the organization and the address. So we're gonna go to question 10. Have you ever been denied admission to United States? No. Have you ever been denied a visa to United States? Is no. This question right here, just make sure you answer them the way they apply for you. So have you ever worked in the United States without authorization? Is no. Have you ever violated the terms or condition of your non-immigrant status? Is no. Are you presently or have you ever been in removal, exclusion, recession, or deportation proceedings, including expedited removal proceedings? In my case is no. So as I mentioned, these questions right here, just answer them as they apply for you. Have you ever been issued a final order? We already that one. Have you ever had a prior final order of exclusion, deportation, or removal reinstated? No. So I am gonna answer this one right here because it's very important. If you answer yes to item number 19, have you complied with the foreign residency requirements? So these two right here, they're gonna leave blank because they give you a condition right here. Only if you answered yes to question number 19, and this one, if you answered yes to item number 19, so this right here will be left blank right here. So now we're gonna go to criminals act and violation. As I mentioned, this question is yes or no. just answer them as they apply for you. In my case is no. This one is no. 23 is no. 24. Have you ever plead guilty or been convicted of a crime? In my case is no. So make sure you go through each one and answer them the way they apply for you. Just take your time reading them very carefully and answer them as they apply for you. So 26 is no, 27 is no, 28 is no, 29 is no. 29, I'm sorry, I left it blank because there is a condition. If you answer to item number 28 is yes, did you know or should? So this one will be left blank right here because there is a condition right here if you answer yes to 28. 30 is no. 31, have you ever directly or indirectly procured or attempt to procure or imported prostitutes or persons for the purpose of the prostitution? In my case is no. Have you ever received any proceeds or money from prostitution? No, no, no. 35A is no. For 35B, I left it blank because there is a condition for item number 35A. If you answer yes, you must provide this one right here. So in my case, I left it blank. 36 is no. 37 is no. 38 is no. 39 is no. 40, I left it blank because there is a condition for 39 if you answer yes to 39. So in my case, I answered no for 39. So I left it blank. 41 is no. Security and related. So same questions is going to be yes or no. 42A is no. 42B is no. 42D is no. Excuse me. Engage in other unlawful activities. Have you ever? So same thing right here. Just answer them no, no, no. So all these questions, I answered them no. That's the way they apply for me. It doesn't mean they will apply for you the same. Just make sure you read them very carefully and answer them the way they apply for you. So the same thing over here. I answered all of them no. So now we're gonna go part 9. We're still talking about general eligibility and inadmissibility grounds. But this public charge, as you know, this is getting very, very important now because you have to have adequate financial means to bring somebody to the United States. So each non-citizen who is subject to the public charge ground of inadmissibility must complete item numbers 57 to 56. A non-citizen is subject to public charge ground of inadmissibility if the non-citizen does not fall under one of the categories exempt from the public charge ground of inadmissibility listed below. So I'm going to go straight to 56. So you're going to see if you are exempt from the public charge. So you're going to select only one. So none of these apply for me. So you're going to read them and see if they apply for you. So in some cases, they will apply for you. But in my case, it does not apply for me. I am subject, my spouse is subject to public charge. So I do not fall under any of the exempt category listed above and will complete item number 57 to 66. So now, if you selected, I do not fall under any of the exempt categories listed above and will complete item number 57 to 66. In item number 56, complete item number 57 to 66 below. If you selected an exempt category number 56, go to number 67. If you need extra space to complete the section, use the space provided in part 14 additional information. So 57, what is the size of your household? Is to me and my spouse. Indicate your annual household income. In my case, that apply for me. Identify the total value of your household asset. That's apply for me. And 60, that's to apply for liability. That's apply for me. So what is your highest degree or grade of school you have grade of school you have completed? In my case, and my spouse case, is bachelor degree, and the certificate, a bachelor degree in life science, and I'm gonna send it with a supporting document when I submit the form. 63, have you ever received supplemental security income, temporary assistance for needy families, or state, tribal, territorial, or local cash benefit programs for income maintenance, often called a general assistance in the state context, but which also exists under other name. In my case is no. Have you ever received a long-term institutionalization at the government expense? In my case is no. So if you answer yes to question 63, you must give the benefit received, state, date, dollar amount, and you give the information right here, and you will have it from your whatever your the benefit you received. Same thing for 66. If you answer yes to item 64, you will have this information right here and give it to them. So in my case, both they not apply for me. But if they do, just copy it from your benefit. You will have like a letter or a contract or something that will show this benefit right here. So illegal entries and other immigration violation. So this question again, we're gonna go here for yes or no. 67 is no, 68 is no, 69 is no. I'm not gonna read them to save some time. 70 is no, 71 is no, 72 is no, 73 is no. Removal, unlawful presence, or illegal re-entry after previous immigration violation. Have you ever been excluded, deported, or removed from the United States, or have you ever departed the United States on your own after having been ordered, excluded, deported, or removed from the United States? In my case, is no. Have you ever entered the United States without being inspected and admitted or paroled? In my case, is no. So 76 is no. 77, yeah, 77 only if you answered yes to item number 76, you can answer it. If not, it's gonna be left blank. 78A is no. 78B, have you been deported, excluded, or removed from the United States? No. Miscellaneous conduct, just as I mentioned, read them very, very carefully and answer the one that apply for you. So 79 is no, 80 is no, 81 is no, 82 is no, 83, 84. So I answered them no. As I mentioned, please read them very carefully and answer them the way they apply for you. So now we go to part 10. Applicant contact information, certification, and signature. Now let's assume that my spouse or the applicant filed this form. So provide your daytime telephone number. So this is the applicant daytime telephone number and the applicant mobile telephone number, and this is the email address. So in case the applicant filed this form, you're gonna date it and assign it with a black ink. My advice right here: do not put your full name or initial. It must be signed with a black ink. In case you did not file this form, the applicant still can assign it. But if somebody helped you interpret this form, you must add the interpreter information in part 11. If somebody prepared this form for you, you must give this information. So let's do this. I prepared this form for my spouse on her behalf. So the prepared's name is Mauser, and the prepared name is Sliman. Prepare business does not apply. In A, when I print it, I'm going to add a forward slash with a black ink right here. Don't forget to do that. Prepare contact information is 317. Is 317 222. Mobile number is the same, 317. And email address is SB, which share the same gmail.com. Prepare signature. First, I'm going to date it. Today's date is the 12th, the 14th, 2024. When I print it, I'm going to sign it with a black ink. Make sure you sign it with a black ink. Do not use any other color. If you use any other color, it will be rejected. So for do not complete part 13 until the USCIS officer instructs you to do so at the interview. So part 13 is not for you until the interview. The one thing I want to mention right here, because a lot of people make this mistake, do not sign it until you print it, and then sign it with a black ink. If you use interpreter, you must sign it with a black ink. If you use a prepare, you must sign it with a black ink. For yourself as applicant, you must sign it with a black ink. So now we're done filing this form. Now let's talk about the filing fee, the supporting document, and where to file. So the filing fee, it will depend on the application type. For general filing, the filing fee is $1,440. But if you are under the age of 14 and submitting Form I-485 concurrently with the Form I-485 of one parent is $950. So the other ones is zeros. You're gonna check the one that apply for you, but the general filing is $1,440. Now we talked about the filing fee. Let's talk now about the supporting document. So right here, if you entered the USA as the fiancé of U.S. citizen and you are adjusting status as a K non-immigrant visa, you must submit evidence that you are married your U.S. citizen petitioner within 90 days after admission to USA. So basically, you're gonna pick the documentation that will apply for you right here, because this is for a family-based. This is for checklist required initial evidence for immediate relatives and family-based preference Form I-485 applicants. So of course you will need I-797, you will need marriage certificate, and anything that will work for your case. This is just information. This is just a checklist that you might pick from, but sometimes you're gonna add that evidence that you have to your case. So now we talked about the required document for your case. Now let's check where to send your application or where to file. You gotta remember, where to file will depend where you live in the United States. If you live in Texas, you will send it to this address right here. If you use US Postal Service, you use USCIS Dallas box. If you use other deliveries such as FedEx, UPS, and DHL, you use this address right here. If you live in this state right here, you will send it to this address right here, USCIS Elgin lock box. If you use FedEx, UPS, and DHL, you use this address right here. If you live in this state right here, you send it to this address right here. So if you live in this state right here, you send it to this address right here. So as I mentioned, where to send, it will depend where you live in USA. For example, for Indiana, we will send it to this address right here. I live in Indiana. This is Indiana right here. Well, I have to send it to USCIS Elgin lock box. If I use US Postal Service, which is USPS, I'm going to use this box right here. If I use FedEx, UPS, or DHL, I'm going to use this address right here. So as I mentioned, where to file will depends where you live in the United States. So this is the end of this video. I hope you like it. If you do, please subscribe, share, hit the notification bell. Thank you, and see you next video.